You know that old Android phone, the one just sitting in a drawer collecting dust? What if it could be more than a paperweight? Well, today, we're going to give it a brand new, powerful purpose. We're turning it into your very own personal AI server, one you can control from anywhere. And the best part? We're doing it all for free. Let's dive in. Seriously, we've all got one, right? That phone from a few years back, maybe the screen's a little cracked. But here's the thing. Inside that little device, you've got a powerful multi-core processor, gigs of RAM, just sitting there, doing nothing. That's a huge waste of computing power just waiting to be unleashed. And this is exactly what we're building today, a private AI server. What does that mean? It means it runs on your hardware, so your data stays with you. It'll connect to all these amazing cutting-edge AI models out there, but you're the one in control from anywhere you want. Forget cloud subscriptions, forget server rental fees. This is all about using the hardware you already own. All right, first things first, we need to build the foundation. Now, Android is technically based on Linux, but to run a real server, we need a full-blown, powerful Linux environment. Think of this as laying the bedrock for our entire AI project. Okay, step 1. Head over to the Play Store and install an app called Termux. This thing is awesome. It gives you a real command line terminal right on your phone. The moment you open it up, you're going to run this first command you see here, pkg update and pkg upgrade-y. So what's that doing? It's using Termux's own package manager, that's the pkg part, to make sure all its core tools are totally up to date. Simple. Then run the second command, Termux setup storage. This just gives Termux permission to access your phone's storage, which we're definitely going to need. So Termux is our gateway, right? But to get maximum compatibility with all the server software out there, we're actually going to install a full version of Ubuntu Linux right inside of it. This gives us a complete standard server environment to work in, and trust me, it's going to make everything that comes next way more reliable. Okay, now we've got 3 commands back to back. First, we install this fantastic tool called Prot Distro. Just think of it like a manager for installing other operating systems inside Termux. Super handy. Next, we tell it to install Ubuntu. That's it. It'll go out, download, and set up a complete Ubuntu system for us. And finally, we log into our brand new environment. You'll see the little command prompt text changes? Yeah, that's how you know you're officially inside Ubuntu running on your phone. Pretty cool, right? And hey, just like before, what's the first thing we do in a new environment? We run an update. This time, though, we're using apt. That's Ubuntu's own package manager. It's a simple step, but believe me, it prevents so many headaches later on by making sure everything is current and secure. All right, our Linux foundation is rock solid. Now for the really exciting part. We're about to install the core software, the actual brain of our operation that's going to handle all the AI heavy lifting. With our shiny new Ubuntu system ready to go, we need to install our toolbox for the AI engine. We're going to install Git, which lets us download code from the internet, Build Essential, which is for, well, building software from its source code, and most importantly, Node.js. Node.js is the JavaScript runtime that our server software OpenClaw is built on. So yeah, it's a pretty critical piece of the puzzle. Okay, foundation's laid, tools are in place. It is finally time to install the brain of the operation, the OpenClaw AI engine. And here is the best part. It's just one simple command. We're using npm, which stands for Node Package Manager. It came with Node.js. Think of it like an app store, but for code. This one command finds OpenClaw, downloads it, and installs it globally on our system, making it available no matter where we are in the terminal. Okay, listen up, because this next part is super important. This is a pro tip, an absolutely vital step that's specific to running this on Android. If you skip this, you will run into errors later. So let's get this right. Whoa, okay, I know this next command is a beast. It's super long, so feel free to pause the explainer here and copy it exactly as you see it. Now, I know it looks crazy complex, but you don't need to understand every bit of it. Here's the simple version. Android's networking can sometimes throw a very specific error that crashes Node.js apps. This command creates a tiny script that basically catches that one error and tells the system, hey, just ignore this one, which makes our server way, way more stable. Now that we've created our little fix, we need to tell the system to actually use it, and to use it every single time. The first command here adds a line to a special file called .bashrc. That file runs every time you open a terminal. The second command, source/.bashrc, just reloads that file right now so the change takes effect immediately without needing to restart. Boom! Our fix is now locked and loaded. Okay, our server is installed and patched. The next step is all about configuration. We need to connect it to an AI model provider out on the internet, and we need to set up a way for us to actually talk to it. In our case, we're going to use the Telegram app for that. And you know what? OpenClaw makes this process incredibly easy. It has a built-in setup wizard. All we have to do is run the command OpenClaw onboard, and it's just going to walk us through a series of simple questions to get everything linked up. As you go through this wizard, here are the choices you'll want to make. We'll use the Quick Start option just to keep things simple. Now, this is a crucial one. For the API provider, make sure you select OpenRouter. This is a fantastic service that gives you access to a whole bunch of different AI models, including some really great free ones to get started. For our channel, we'll choose Telegram, and for now, we can just skip the advanced skills and hooks. Okay, so the wizard is now going to ask for two critical pieces of info, API keys. First up, the OpenRouter key. All you have to do is head to their website, create a free account, and generate a new key. Easy. Second, you'll need a Telegram bot token. To get this, you just open up Telegram, find the official bot called @botfather, yes really, and then follow the simple prompts to create a /new bot. It will spit out a really long token. You're going to copy and paste both of these keys into the setup wizard when it asks for them. All right, this is it, the final stretch. We are about to go live. In this last section, we're going to start the server, handle one little common first-time setup issue, and then test our connection to make sure everything is working perfectly. Time to flip the switch. The command is OpenClaw gateway -verbose. This starts the server. That -verbose flag at the end just tells it to print out a bunch of useful status info as it runs. As it's starting up, keep an eye out for a local URL for the control dashboard. You're going to copy that address and open it up in your phone's web browser. Now, here's a heads up. When you first open that dashboard, you might get a big red connection error. Do not panic. This is a super common thing on the very first run, and the fix is incredibly simple. Let's walk right through it. Okay, here's the fix. Leave the server running in that terminal. Now, in Termux, just swipe from the left edge of the screen and tap New Session. This gives you a second, clean terminal window. In that new window, log back into Ubuntu just like before. Now, use the cat command to show us the contents of your configuration file. Look through that text, find the line that says Gateway Token, and copy that long string of random letters and numbers. Now just pop back over to the dashboard in your browser, paste that token into the settings, and hit Connect. This just syncs up the token the server made with the one the web page is expecting. You should see a nice green connected light. We are so close. Last step, go to your new bot in the Telegram app and just tap the Start button. Your bot will immediately reply with a numeric pairing code. Now switch back to that first Termux window, the one where your server is running. You'll see it's waiting, prompting you for that code. Type in the numbers from Telegram, hit enter, and that's it. The two are now permanently linked. Keep an eye on your terminal. You should see a message that says Approved Telegram Sender. And that is the final confirmation. You did it! You have successfully turned an old, dusty phone into your own personal AI assistant. You can now chat with it directly through Telegram from anywhere in the world. So, congratulations. Now for the fun part. What's the first thing you're going to ask it?